So why did you decide to make a Biquignol, and what is Biquignol?
I decided to make Biquignol because this is a real crazy and incredible vineyard in Argentina. I was making wines from this region, from El Zampal, Tupungato, for many times in another wineries, but always I'm looking for the history in Argentina. And this is a Biquignol is very, very typical history in Argentina, because when the people coming here, they planted varieties typical in Europe. Biquignol is original from France, from southwest of France. Exactly is in Gironde. But the interesting is in France they have just planted 1 hectare, and here in Argentina we have 600 hectares. And it's crazy because we have just 5 or 6 labels in the Biquignol in total in Argentina. And for me, I'm looking for making wine for food and for drink, and for the challenge is how you can imagine one site with the glass of wine. And this is a Libera Biquignol, the first vintage. It's 2018, sorry. I don't know, it's a special wine. It's very, very clear, very brilliant. It's very easy to drink, but it's wild. It's very challenge for food, for different food. It's wine for every day, 2 bottles, always, and it's interesting for challenge for different type of food.
Excellent. Can you show us the grape?
Yeah, this is the Pergola.
And how old do you think these vines are?
This is 65 years old, but it's interesting because this is line is Cabernet Franc, and this is the Biquignol. Probably the people put Parral and Espaldero because they need have more production every year. And this is the interesting Biquignol. And in the middle we have some plants of Criollas, of Balancine, some plants of Merlot. This is the reason, because it's very difficult to when we pick, because we are 5 people for selection which plants are the Biquignol, and 5 people for pick. In totally we are 10 people when we pick.
Very scala humana, very human scale.
Very human scale.
Cheers.
Cheers.